Join us today into this freshly drilled bore to a set of self-mustering yard.
All right, Lennox, what do you do? You hook up the solar?
Yeah, put up water trough here for the cattle and turn it into a mustering yard.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. How far down to it?
I wouldn't know. Good distance?
I think it's down at 15 meters. Yep. All right. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out if we
I just wrapped to get here around the side.
where would we cut it so it locks on there? Like, would you cut back up here? Or we cut it with the angle grinder just on this lip here.
Yeah.
And then cut a split out of it, so then that'll fit tight over there, and then that will give us our little lift on the top, and then we put our holes in it and we're away. So we've got Ant here now.
Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord.
How's that hangover going? Because we don't get COVID around here.
No, it seems to have lingered on a few days, I have to say.
It's not from yelling.
No.
There's been no yelling.
There's been no yelling.
No.
Sculling.
So it must be something else. What is it? Sculling?
Yeah.
Yeah, sculling those cups of tea.
Yeah, that's it, Jack.
Yeah.
You're right on top of it.
So one of the things that we sort of started as a little bit of a tradition on this job is having a little piece of winditter involved in every one of these bores. And we couldn't work out really what we'd use to cap the end, because last time we capped it with a piece of like mill equipment that was there.
Yes.
And so what we've got here is the core from an old water tank that we used the tank as a tank stand back at Dempsey's. So
Jack, it was a really good seat.
I know it was a good seat, but you might have to give up something for tradition.
It was just a good seat. Perfect night. But no, I'm with you. I'm with you. Oh, I see. Oh, look.
Yeah.
Looks like a chess piece.
Queen.
King.
King?
Queen.
You go, Queen. Yeah. So we're going to modify this so we can have it still in there and...
Oh, that's what you use to book you.
Yeah, stop everything falling in.
Always a good idea. How deep's as well?
I actually have it recorded somewhere. So this one, we have video of us divining it,
Oh, was this the one we divided?
Yes.
Well, I'm saying we, loosely. Okay.
So we've got the video of
No, this
divining
was
it.
15 metres.
Yep. Because the dirt's out there and the little pentagram's here somewhere.
Yeah, there is.
So we've got video of us drilling it
Yes.
at the start, drilling it, developing it when there was water, and now here we are about to fully equip it, and we've even got Lennox doing the introduction for this one.
It's a miracle, Lennox. It's a miracle.
All
Have
right.
you seen a greater miracle in your lifetime? No. Right. Good answer.
All right, let's get this angle grinder and make something happen here.
Make it beautiful. Righto. Righto, Jack. What do you got in your hand?
I don't know.
But we're putting it down the air.
Yeah, this is actually a really intricate contraption for catching lizards.
Don't laugh at him, Lennox. You'll only encourage him.
Well, we just made a nice lizard home over here.
All right. So what he's doing, if we look down along here, they're lowering the electric submersible pump down into the well.
If you want to get down here, you'd put that just slightly over, yeah.
So Jack's feeding it down here, and he's listening for it to hit water.
Oh yeah, we hit water a while ago.
Right.
If you recall,
This was shallow.
well, when I did some magic stepping out.
He did do magic stepping out.
Stepping out.
Jack, we found this water with Jack's water divining witchcraft. Have you hit the bottom now, Jack?
No, I just didn't want to put this down the hole.
And then the boys, so what they've got here is the pipe. So this pipe is hooked onto the top of the ESP, and this wire here is the controls. We'll put both down into the well, and these boys have magically put it together. Under the watchful eye of George.
Yeah, I can send him back now. Got another deep one. I didn't think he ran this one to 40 metres, but it appears he has.
Jack,
What?
I thought you were going to drop that wire down there.
Well, no, we've done that before.
Stick it here.
So what do you do now?
Snip, snip.
Yeah, we pull him up a bit more so we can put our join somewhere nice. And then we go a little bit further up. We put our cut in here. Yeah, about there.
It's been the pipe cutting tool there, Leonard. Is anyone dead over there? After flung over? No. Okay, good.
Now, can we get the top hat? Yeah. Alright, now we want to shove this cable.
Through the side cord.
Yeah.
Side part. Aaron?
UFOs are real.
Are us.
Yeah. Right.
One right here.
They're not UFOs. They're not UFOs, Jack. They're UAPs.
Right.
USB.
UAPs.
Yeah, unidentified
Unidentified
aerial phenomena.
phenomena.
Alright, can you put that over and get this hole through that? Yeah.
Does what?
Right. You put your yeah, is that on, please? Notice pacer, that's the way that the fitting goes. The one that was on the pump was the wrong way around.
Yep.
Yeah, slide up and do him up FT.
Fairly
That
tight.
means full torque.
Full torque. Boom.
Boom, bang.
Oh, don't pinch that. Help him out.
Spin the lip round.
That's it, that's it, that's it.
Turn around, one more.
There we go. Lennox Engineering. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to need that little bit of cord that we had left over from the last one, and we'll...
And what are you joining those together with? Just the wire one, the screws?
No, we just... Yeah, the screw ones.
Not the gels,
No,
the screws.
mains joiners.
Yep, okay. Right.
Alright, we're just cruising around on Windita at the moment, and we're getting ready for the move from the north part of the station, or north of the road, to the south part of the road. About a 40k drive between the two sort of laydown areas. So what we've been operating out is the Christmas airstrip, and I'm on my way there now with the road train. And yesterday, so Saturday, I flew over with Dad. He dropped me on site, and I got cracking with the loader to open the track up a bit, because this road from Christmas up to the top 14 well is a main arterial road, and for the loop, which goes back down to the first water points that we did over here, we need to open it up with a bulldozer or something, because we took a couple of flat tires going through there. I'd graded it, but the grader is definitely not the machine for tackling the thick mulga, and it's just a little bit much work for the little loader. So we're hoping that in future we'll be able to run a dozer around here and tidy it up. But I've done just enough along here to be able to run this road train through without scratching or damaging any further. We've lost both mirrors on the crane truck, and the guys are just back at Cork putting the yards up. So yeah, this is the track we're looking at. This is one of the better parts of it, nice and wide. I've got a creek up here that we have now opened up. So the creek I opened up, but it was limited pretty much just to putting the six-wheeler through it. And we opened it so that this main road through the middle of the station is easily accessible, because the alternate wasn't really good. It would have taken me a lot more work to tidy it up than just this one section. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, just slowly driving along in the little loader, tapping a few trees out of the way, so that in the future we could run a grader to just bring it up to a good enough station spec. But really what we need to do is put a dozer over it, because that means that we can get it wide enough and then do our water management off the road. Because yeah, that's one of the problems we've got here, is the water just getting caught in old style graded tracks, which have got windrows either side of them, and they're not wide enough to actually roll the road. So you can see in front of me, you've got very much a goat trail, and it's people just running in the same tram line. Now, we do control traffic down at the farm, but that's for a different purpose. Up here on the station, what we want to do is make sure that we've got good arterial roads, and that you drive on all of the road to stop the compaction and also the rutting out in that one area, because that's going to attract the water and wash out your track a lot sooner, and that's just going to mean that you've got something unusable, and people will take the smoothest route. Now, if we work the whole road and compact the whole road, we end up without grass and sticks and stuff in the way that people are going to avoid. So it's just a case of getting the road wide enough and designing it to have the water go off as soon as possible at a controlled manner. Let's see how we go up here, because we're coming into the tight stuff. Well, that was a little anticlimactic. She handled that really well. As far as a off-road truck, yeah, we aren't off-road, we're just on rough station tracks. She's handling it pretty well. That's sort of the idea, that we get these tracks up to a pretty awesome standard so that we can run any of our support vehicles through that we need to. And also, we couldn't do this without a massive shout out to the former owner of the Outback truck. He reached out on the channel and then also emailed us to be able to have a chat to us about some of the things on the truck that he had done and things to look out for, which is absolutely awesome. So thank you very much for reaching out to us. It's awesome to see that community. All right, time to crack on. So we're all loaded up and we had a bit of lunch. Now I've got the loader on the back of the truck and the crew are all behind me. We've got Paco, the crane Mac. We've got a trough and we've got the ripper on the back of that. So she's got some weight over the drives. Then we've got, following up, the Nissan with the tank on it. The automatic Triton has got a bit of kit on the back of it that's from the drillers, so we're just going to move that down so when we get down there it's with their rig. And then we've got some more gear on the back of the cruiser. So the plan is loosely that we'll get this over to the main access to the southern part of the station, and we will sort of set it up as a bit of a stores dump so that we can operate from there. It's going to take 30 k's off any transit that we need to do, and as we come along with any of the other vehicles, we will just ferry gear over to this laydown and it'll be ready for the other points when they get finished up down south. It's been a while since I went down there and graded it, so I'm kind of excited to see how it's fared with the amount of rain that we've had and a couple of the drains that I put in while I was there. I didn't have a lot of time when I did it, and I was sort of lacking the heavy equipment. Again, a bulldozer would be great to just do a good reset, so we've got enough room to actually play with and form up the road. But we work with what we've got. Alright, so we've gotten to our turn off and we're just I sort of reckon I might take a chance and see how far down this track I can get with this load. I'll just take it steady and I'm just gonna go until I stop. And since I've just jumped off the track, I've flicked the seat belt off just for the jolting. It keeps on locking on the off-road stuff. So I'm just gonna go until I can't, and then I'll offload the loader and we'll see how much kit we can get as far south as we can. So yeah, I'll flick it over to show you what sort of track we're on.
I'm not sure if that was the right thing to do. I'll tell you when I get to the bottom.
Right, cheers. 900 to the lake edge, I believe. Near where you've got those trees up on your right, I think we'll need to send the LV in front there.
Roger.
You'll be rough, but it's clear on the left there, Dad.
Yeah, park on the left and down. Stop, Jim. See, jump left or right, both sides are pretty. We've got to take this on. I'll go and the rocks are right there. It comes nice and steadily along behind us. And if he starts to sink at all, then we'll just back out.
Yeah, well, I'm holding where you passed me, so you're thinking just send Ant ahead, or you go ahead?
We'll go ahead, and if I'm obviously getting bogged, I'll stop Ant, but Ant can follow along steady behind us.
Yeah, Rog. Once you get around those trees, I'm pretty sure I skirted like clay pan to clay pan, so we should have harder ground rather than turning on sand.
So we're just going to head and just come slowly, and if you feel like you're going in at all, stop. Yeah, roger that. I'll give you 200 ahead of me, and then I'll follow slowly, and if I feel like I'm going in, I'll stop. Yes. Stay on my tracks as well. Roger.
Guys, you all drove past that poly pipe that had clearly fallen off the truck. You could have pulled it out.
Do you want me to?
No, it's just letting the guys know that they should call out if they see something that's fallen off the truck.
Okay, Steve left something and they said nothing.
Yeah, and lost a bit of pipe, but it's not a critical.
Yep, all good. I'll get this stuff cut. Cheers.
Thanks. Right, we're pulled up. Let's go see how the guys are going. That one's fine, Ant.
Ow.
Ant v Tree.
Tree one.
So, how you going?
Well, I like this part of the country.
Yeah, it's very good, isn't it?
Yeah,
Stunning.
Nice. Beautiful.
And the road's a lot less terrible.
I didn't see the other road.
We'll go for it. Explore.
You'll introduce me to it, Jack.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's good. No, that's. I mean, we'll get down. I mean, we'll get through that. How far are we to the first well now?
6Ks?
6k. And is there any more grief after this?
Really, this is a really good track the whole way down.
Well, so we can drop off the tank, the trough.
I don't need to pack my swag, Ant.
I know.
I've got a sleeper cap. I'm set. The only thing we didn't do was put like 1,000 litre shower on there for showers, but
Yeah, showering.
like
It.
we've got troughs, giant baths. So off they go.
Rightio.
What?
We better go do something.
Look at us, 3 musketeers, 3 troublemakers. You're all wearing your proper shirts today. I've got to build an airstrip and have it ready in the next half hour. If I don't have it done in the next half hour, I've got to stay the night.